is a sort of re-upload. My other video I had to take down for reasons. Social anxiety in the Jehovah's Witnesses. This is anecdotal, but from personal experience and from reading posts on the XJW subreddit, there is a very high number of people who are believing witnesses who are on prescription medications for depression, anxiety, other psychiatric medications. And there have been a couple studies done on the witnesses as a group, saying that there's a higher incidence of depression and anxiety among them as a group. And hi, that's me. And I find it completely unsurprising, honestly. Talked about how it's a doomsday cult. That doesn't help with your anxiety or your worldview. You are socially stunted. You can't be part of any group with the witnesses, so you're always on the outs. You're already feeling rejected or like a weirdo for a lot of stuff. And there is just the mindset of being a witness. You are always a witness. Always. When you are out shopping, when you are walking around town, you are always a witness. So you are constantly thinking about how people are perceiving you. Did I say something bad, like swearing or expressing a political opinion? Did I mention a movie that I watched that other people might judge me for? So even if in private you're fine watching Thor, the Marvel movie, you might not mention that at school or at work because, you know, it's got a god in it and it's got violence. And what if they found out, if they don't already know, what if they find out that you're a witness? Then it'll be a bad witness and you'd be bringing reproach on Jehovah's name. So you're constantly hyper aware of how people are perceiving you. You are constantly judging your own thoughts, well, not thoughts, but actions, what you've said, as to whether or not you are being a good witness. And then within the congregation, you're not also in a judgment-free zone. Because there, again, you are being judged on how good of a witness are you being. Being a witness means you are monitoring everyone around you, and you are aware that you yourself are being monitored by everyone around you. If your skirt is above the knee, if your sweater is too tight, if your pants are too tight, if you are wearing too colorful socks as a man, that's a thing that people have complained about. Saying that it's inappropriate. There was a time in the, depends where you are in the country and in the world, but in the United States, 90s to early 2000s, wearing colorful button-down dress shirts. I don't mean like gaudy, I mean like salmon-colored salmon. Wearing things that were not either like white, gray, or pale blue that was a talking to. Same thing for movies. Movies or music. Does he swear? Bob Marley. He's associated with marijuana. You listen to Bob Marley? You listen to Queen? He is one of the gay. Gasp. So all these things that are not sinful on their own still fall into the bucket of, are you being a good witness or not? And you are told not to stumble your brothers and sisters because they might follow the truth and then you'd be blood guilty. And same goes for the giving a good witness to non-witnesses, because if you give a bad witness, again, blood guilty. So you are It'll turn them off to the truth. They won't get baptized, and then Jehovah will be forced to kill them, and it will be your fault. And if you stumble someone in the hall, you have disobeyed God, and I don't know if that gets you fireballed, but, still bad. So, you can see where the social anxiety would come from. You are hyper vigilant, constantly aware of your actions and your words, how you're dressed. In the Kingdom Hall, there are 100-something people that might judge you. And there is no possible way that you can avoid judgment by anyone at any given time. Someone there will be stumbled by something you did, whether it's not going up to say hi, or something. You can't please everyone at all the time, but you are told that you have to. You have to not stumble your brothers, because that's the loving thing to do. So, again, you can see where this would be detrimental to anxiety, to social anxiety. There's more, but we'll keep going. So, besides that environment, there's a lack of practice. Anyone who has a witness is automatically your friend. You don't have to screen people very much, besides whether or not they're spiritual enough. So if they start talking about Thor, might not want to go and hang out with them. But you don't have practice saying yes and no. And you don't have practice with rejection. Hey, do you want to come over to my house this weekend? Do you want to come to my birthday party? Do you want to go do paintball? Whatever. Those questions don't come up. You might get a no, but you don't have practice. I didn't. Talked about this with a few ex-witnesses. You don't have practice making friends in school, because you are not supposed to be friends with these people, because they're all going to die, and they're a bad influence, and they might make you die. So, don't have practice dating either. Dating is only if you are planning on marrying the person, which is absurd, because how can you know if you want to marry them if you don't know them yet? You're just going to jump right in from we are casual friends to let's get married forever for a billion years, and then forevermore. So you don't have practice dating. You don't have practice being in multiple relationships. Witness dating lasts a very short period of time usually, because you're horny and you don't want to sin. So 6 months later, you're like, we gotta get married, because if we go to Bone Town, we're both boned and we'll be killed with fireballs. So you don't have practice dating. It's just, it's awkward. You are stunted in normal human interaction in society, and then on top of that are told that it is correct for you to judge yourself for your actions and how that makes other people feel, which is not a healthy way of doing things. Not the witness mindset. Obviously, you should care, you should have empathy towards how you make other people react and feel, but not the witness level of judginess of I expressed an opinion and it upset somebody. I should be able to say I like Thor, and someone will say, I don't really like Thor, and that's not a big deal. Not, oh no, I stumbled, Sister Nosy. Oh no, I wore the wrong socks, and now the elders had to scold me in the back room about my dress and grooming. Oh, I didn't shave in my 5 o'clock shadow. Stumbled a sister, and now I have to have razor burn because I have to quickly shave in the Kingdom Hall bathroom. It's my fault. I should have done better. That's not a healthy or normal mindset. and you're just awkward because you don't know how to act. You don't know how to be a person in society. And so if you do have any sort of anxiety, tendencies towards having anxiety or social anxiety, it's going to get hypercharged. Hi, it's me. That's me. I would like the sun not to be shining into the camera, but there we go. I would get off the phone with a good friend of mine who, a very close friendship. Like, I cried on the phone to him about personal issues I was having. We were very close friends. Obviously, he was a witness. I was a witness at this time, and I would awkwardly say goodbye. I hate talking on the phone. It's the worst thing in the world. But we would get off the phone after, catching up, fun conversation. Yeah, well, we're gonna meet up, have some drinks, play some games, whatever. And I would awkwardly say goodbye to end the conversation when we're done. That's a weird way to phrase that. We would end the conversation, and it had naturally come to a close, and I would awkwardly fumble the saying of the goodbyes. And that alone would, consume me with deep shame. And then I would replay the conversation and think about things that I'd said that were awkward, or that I'd interrupted, or that I'd said something that could be taken in a way that I didn't intend. And nothing bad happened. This dude isn't gonna cut me out of his life for that, for not believing he will, but not for an awkward conversation. And it would feel like he would. I would feel crushing rejection, and that would consume me for, I don't know, a day or two. Nothing happened, and I knew intellectually nothing happened, but it didn't matter because I'd been primed emotionally to be hypersensitive towards any hint of rejection. It sucks. It's a hard thing to unlearn, that mindset of needing to please everyone around you, everyone in your life. It's impossible. You gotta learn to not care that much. Empathy, good. Caring, good. Not to that degree. Not to that unhealthy view. You gotta take care of yourself too. So, was it that bad? Redux number 2. Yeah, it was that bad. It sucks. It's really, if you're taking all that stuff seriously, depending on how your brain works, yeah, it's awful. It sucks. It's a hard mindset to unlearn. But, knowing is half the battle. The more you know. I'm getting better. Working on it. Loving myself. Self-compassion. All that good things. You, too, can overcome the years of indoctrination. It is not impossible. Yeah. It's good, though. I'm doing better. It's nice having friends and not worrying that they are going to go report you to the authorities for saying shit or having a Bob Marley shirt. It's nice. It's nice having non-conditional love, non-conditional friends. It makes it a lot easier. It's good stuff. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. It is unseasonably warm. It is almost 80 in February, and we really need to get on that global warming thing, guys. We need to work on that. I know weather's not climate, but we do. We do need to get on global warming. That's a problem. We need to work on that. Anyway, I hope you are having a good day. I hope you have multiple someones in your life that love you and care about you unconditionally because you deserve it. And you should forgive yourself for that last thing that's bothering you. You deserve it. Go have a nice cup of tea if that's your jam. Have a good day. Make a little moment. I'm having a great day, and appreciate you spending a little time with me. And I'll see you next time.